Hi, and my name is Alia, and this is Project Podcast 2. I chose the kitchen as my ruang dalam rumah. So I recently had a kitchen renovation, and I'm the one who picked all of the things that were to be renovated. So I took account on the factors such as ergonomic, like the countertop heights. I gotta make it friendly because Mama was pretty short, so I gotta make the countertops. I gotta decide. I gotta ask the contractors to not make it too high or too tall. It really has to be a medium height. Not too short, because it would be hard for us to do our things like chop, do our to cook basically, and it can't be too high because then people can't reach it, and it's not so ergonomical of that, and that would be an issue. And yeah, the cabinet reachability, like I said, we renovated our whole kitchen, so we pecah everything including the cabinets and the floors, because we there was actually a step like this. So instead of having that step, we ratakan the floor so that you don't have to, there won't be any hazard anymore in between. So the reachability, the cabinets are, they're pretty high, but you still can reach them. But for the upper cabinets, we put like things that we don't often use, like appliances, kitchenwares that we don't often use, such as big pots, because we're only a family of 3, so we don't really cook that in large amounts. So that's why we kept the ones that we don't often use, up there, because you're not gonna reach it, you're not gonna need it for now. So why not? Baik yang dekat, yang bawah, benda yang selalu pakai, faham tak? Macam tu lah. So the color and lighting, the color that I chose for the cabinets is our melon green. It's light because I think it's lagi sedap mata memandang, daripada gelap. Actually gelap je. And besides, my previous kitchen was actually pretty dark. The cabinet colors were dark brown rather than. So my dad wanted to switch it up, and so he asked me to pick, and I wouldn't want to pick something so basic like white or cream or somewhere between grey. So I picked green, melon green, because I feel like it's such a soothing color. It's not too sad. It's not too. It's nice. It's so nice. The lighting, we changed our pendafloor lights to LED lights, so it doesn't flicker anymore. You don't have to wait like a few seconds for your kitchen to be lit. It will just light up just like that. And I don't like pendafloor lights because they burn. You can actually feel the bahang when you use pendafloor lights, white lights especially. I really don't like white lights. So I suggested the downward lighting. Besides, it's the trend nowadays where you put the cabinets, right, under, there's lighting under. Though I suggested to put lighting under those cabinets, like a strip of LED. They asked me if they want, like, whether I wanted like one light, but then I feel like, but it would create the V shadows, and yes, to some it would be pretty. My mom wanted that, but I chose the LED strip because you get to see clearer, without any shadows or whatsoever. I feel like the shadows are for aesthetics, and because our kitchen is pretty small, but we have lots of appliances like air fryer. We have 2 blenders, 2 rice cookers, 1 air fryer, and a microwave, and so on. Actually, so there are lots of appliances. So I don't think you would want distractions like shadows. It will be quite overwhelming and serabut. So that's why. And I chose the color to be like this color. If you can see, it's warm white. It's not white. Don't like white. Burns my eyes. Burns my body. But warm white. It's not even orange actually. It's in the middle. This is white. This is orange, like yellow. I pick warm white. It's just nice because I don't like it to be too orange. I don't know. I feel like it's too contrast, if you know what I mean. So I pick warm white. And I think it's really 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 pretty. Oh, and the cabinets. Before this, our cabinets has like a handle. Now because we wanna follow the trend. Like we wanted to modernize our kitchen. We don't have handles anymore, but we have like there's this pull thing. Like there's like a latch, not a latch, but like you can feel it, so you can pull it. But it looks empty actually. It looks just like a rectangle. But then you can feel that to easily pull. Yeah, it's less ergonomic, but it has a stopper. So I like that invention because you know when you're in a rush and you just want it to slam. Yeah, it will create loud noises, right? With these cabinet stoppers when you close the cabinets, they will automatically stop the door from getting slammed, preventing loud noises and accidents in the kitchen. You know, it's like you slammed it and then dia can stop and then baru tutup so slow. You get me? It's like it creates its own friction. Like usually we do it by ourselves kan macam tutup lelo and stuff. But no, this time it does by itself. It's like, oh my gosh. The concept and design, the concept that I'm going for, that we're all going for, was light. Light because our previous kitchen was dark-ish and orange. Light, young, modern, you know, and lively for sure because it's fresh, green is fresh, melon green, and warm because of it looks very very cozy, and it looks very cozy, especially with the downward lights. Something that I want a homely, cozy kitchen, you get me? So that's why the design are also minimalistic, like the cabinets that I showed you. It's very simple, has no like this, has no like this, there's no knobs, just that. Very simple, it's very cozy, so it's not too crowded, it's not too much, if you get what I mean. Alhamdulillah, the psychological impact of color and its influence on the atmosphere. I chose the color green because I wanted something light, but not basic, because white and cream are basic to me. They're so common in households, especially kitchens. Grey is okay, but it's too dull. You know, I would want to cook in the light. I would want to cook happily. I wouldn't want to cook in the dark. I don't want to cook in like Stone Age and stuff. So the influence, I want the colors to influence me, basically. I really want it to be homely, to be warm, because I want it to influence my cooking, making the atmosphere enjoyable for cooking. You know, when you enjoy cooking, your food will actually taste good. So I would want to cook somewhere where I actually enjoy being in. That's why I designed, you know, I am so glad that my dad talked it out with me, because yeah, it's actually I'm glad that he agrees and he sees my vision. So I noticed I cook a lot more. Even my mom cooks a lot more. Even my dad cooks a lot more actually. A lot often after our kitchen renovated. It just raises our mood to cook in a warm light where it doesn't strain your eyes or gives you headaches. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously my parents cooked in the Panda floor lights, but it's such a nicer atmosphere with lesser distractions and and how do I say this? It eases us even more because we created more space, because actually there's a wall. There's actually a wall between the you know, the thing. There's actually a divider. Yeah, like the step that I told you that we ratakan. There's actually a divider right there. So we pecah that and we ratakan. So we ratakan the floor along the countertops. Along the countertops. So it creates more space for us, more workstation for us. So it's easier. It's easier for us, you know, the functionality of it. For a selection and layout of furniture, the walls and tiles are white, greyish white. It has lekuk-lekuk, it has curves because it looks modern, and I want it to have shadows rather than it being plain white and boring. I want it to look different and unique from others, because it's, you know, usually people have, like, the walls are rata, you know, they're rata and they're just Just that one with patterns or designs. But this, it has curves, the curves of the patterns, and it's 3D. You can actually feel them. It's white, but with the curves, it looks grey. You get what I mean? The play of colors right there, the shadow playing. I forgot the word. Yeah, so it looks grey. So you get two colors with one. Optical illusion-ish. So the cabinets I chose are green, melon green, because my previous were dark, so I chose melon green because it's light coloured. Plain design because I don't want it to have too much pattern, since the countertops are filled with patterns already, because they're with a quartz design. You know, the quartz has like marble-like-ish, the specks, the small dots, you know, and the floor. Considering the upper parts are light, because the cabinets are green and the countertops are white, the walls are greyish. They're pretty light, actually. They're pretty light. So I wouldn't want my floor to be too dark, hence why I didn't choose black. I don't want to choose white because it's basic and you can, you know, easily spot things. So I chose grey. It's like dark grey, but it's not too dark. It's more to the light, and it's very, very nice. Truly nice. It's the walls are like greyish off-white, and the floors are like greyish light grey. Yeah, it's in the middle. So the countertops are specked, and it because it's quartz with white as the base. So green cabinets and grey and white and then grey. The kitchen appliances, we also bought washing machine and dryers. We put the thing below the countertop, so it has more space. So we create more space. You get me? Instead of just having a washing machine just there, we create a countertop above it, so we can have more workstation there. So we can put more sauces or oils or any kitchen ingredients. The fridge is built in. It has like it has its own space, and above is the countertop. Above is the cabinets, and beside here is the countertops. And there's a ladder over here. I'll show you. And it has the fridge has a separated door to where you can open it, and you can easily reach for the drinks. You know, it's very convenient. The fridge has its own space, special space, and it's bigger as well, bigger than our previous fridge, because our previous fridge was just a 2-door. It was just a 1-door, you know, atas bawah, but now it's like 2 doors. So beside it has a space for ladders, because ladders are convenient. You may need it whenever. So it has a light. It has its own space. It has its own cabinet. You get me? And it has a light in it. It has an orange downward light. The one, it's not the LED, it's the one that I didn't choose for the countertops, to see better. And you know, we just wanted to make it look exclusive, because before this we just select the ladder. We just select the ladder beside the fridge, actually, because there's space in there. You know, there's space in there, so we made use of the space. We made it practical. But now, since you know dah memang tu tempat tangga kan, so why not might as well just build and a space for the ladder itself, and an exclusive and a special place for the ladder itself with the downward light, just to see better. It's pretty tall, actually. The stove is very modern, and it's pink. The bottom, the perimeter is pink, and it's not terangkat anymore because it's put inside the countertop. You get me? It's put inside, so it's not, because before this we used a stove that the letak one. It's not the built-in one, but this one is a built-in one, so it's modern and easier, I guess, you know, with the glass and everything. And we also installed a hood, so no more mopping for oil spills, because you know the function of the hood is to serap the asap and oils and everything. Because before this, when we goreng keropok, you know, keropok ikan, we have to, you know, there's so much asap, oil, you know, when the asap naik, it will evaporate, it will condense, and somehow the minyak akan jatuh. You get me? And so we have to mop every time, like the whole house, because of, you know, the overwhelming asap. So no more, say no more, because we have a hood now. So the cost overall, it's like 30 to 40. Okay, sekali pecah, sekali tukar tile, sekali ratakan tanah, which is pretty okay, actually, if you ask me, because yeah, it only took like a month a month-ish, and the appliances altogether is around 20 but lesser. I think it's 20k but lesser lah, because we got it on sale because it's October. So like all of the appliances, electricals were on sale that time. You can get from 11 to 5k only, so it's a really good bargain, and I really recommend that. And yeah, I hope you like my kitchen.